So we booked an 11-night cruise.
It's so much fun. Like, you can't come here and not have fun. So we took a cruise on the MSC Divina, and this is the first cruise I've ever been on. 11 nights, 4 stops out of Port Canaveral, Florida. Our itinerary included Costa Maya, Cozumel, Nassau, and the MSC private island of Ocean Key. So this video is going to be long. I could have made several shorter videos, but I figured let's just make one mega cruise video. So this video is going to cover a lot of ground, such as cost, our stateroom, tour the Divina. Christy's going to take us on a tour of MSC's private island, Ocean Cay. And if you want to see the other stops that we made, we'll have some short vlogs of Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Nassau. So let's get started. So how much did it cost? Well, it cost $3,038 for 3 people, which includes free drinks up to $9 and Wi-Fi for 2 devices. But the Wi-Fi sucks. So on top of that, we also paid $385 or $35 a day for mandatory gratuities. Otherwise, our spending was pretty minimal. We paid for some extra arcade games and the F1 simulator. So you can purchase additional food options on the Divina, such as the Butcher's Cut, La Cantina Pizzeria, the Sports Bar, the Galaxy Restaurant, and a few others, but we didn't do any of those. The Black Crab Restaurant and the buffet was enough for us. So a few cruise tips before we get started with the rest of the video is bring sunscreen and ibuprofen. These are things that you are gonna need, and they are gonna be expensive on the ship. Sunscreen was like $18, ibuprofen was $13. But if you forget them or need extra, buy them when you're in port. They'll be a lot cheaper. Bought ibuprofen in Nassau for $3. So, you ready to see the cabin? So let me show you our cabin. It's a little more spacious than what I thought the stateroom would look like. The couch converts into a bed and Jack can sleep there. So we have limited walking around space, but it's still pretty comfortable. Our cabin attendant comes a couple of times a day. So they make the beds, replace the towels, empty the trash, and take out any glasses that we might have brought in. So it's always nice, clean, and tidy, no matter when we come back to our stateroom. So I always thought that these bathrooms look pretty small in the videos. They are, but they're still kind of spacious. One neat thing is the shower doors. Pull out like that and then push back in to give you extra space in here. The water pressure's great, the hot water is nice, and having a shower in your own bathroom after camping for 7 days is pretty nice. So you probably want to see the balcony, and it is nice, but honestly, we barely used it. Mainly, we just put our wet clothes out here to dry, because if you left them in the cabin, they'd never dry. And I'm not paying an extra $50 to do my laundry. I'm just fine washing shit in the sink. It's actually quite nice. Make sure you bring either multiple USB ports and one plug-in, or a surge protector or an extension cord or something, because you only have 2 plugs in this room. So that's about it for the stateroom. Damn light. You have to put your card in it or the light goes out. But let's go tour the ship. I'm gonna start on the top deck, which is deck 16, and we're just gonna kind of work our way down and give you a tour of what the Divina looks like. This is the Galaxy Disco. There's not a lot going on right now, but at night, disco. Now you also have a restaurant up here, the Galaxy Restaurant. It's not included in the Easy Plus package. It costs extra, but I heard it's really good. So they got an arcade area here on deck 15. They also have one on deck 6 by the casino. They're pretty small and they're expensive. They're not included in any sort of, package deal. But none of this is included in the Fun Pass. The Fun Pass is something different. That's where you get the virtual reality experience and the F1 simulator. So they have a kids club on the ship, and Jack really liked it. Gave him the opportunity to hang out with other kids, and he got to tour the ship with them and experience a lot of different areas on the Divina. I mean, it was nice for us. I mean, hey, free childcare. He got to go make some friends, and we got to go out as a couple and enjoy some adult activities. So the garden bar is on deck 15. It's a nice area because it's an adult-only area. You have your own private pool out here. You can smoke if that's your thing, and you got your own bar. No kids. So they have a sports arena where you can play soccer. So while you're up here, you can also go down the water slide. It's right there. Okay, so the top deck has a few restricted areas. There's a solarium area, and then there's the yacht club. We didn't go to either one of those. But I did meet a girl that snuck in the yacht club at night, and she said it wasn't all that. You got two other pools outside of the adult pool. You have the main pool on deck 14 here. And then there's another indoor pool, which is here. And if it gets too hot in this area, they can open the roof up. They have a spa area, but it costs extra. The gym is included. Now the gym is pretty large. They have quite a bit of machines and a few free weights. Most of it is cardio, but you're gonna be eating all that food anyway, right? The cruise almost always has activities available. You can do as little or as much as you like. Every day you get a new daily planner that they drop off in your cabin. There's fitness classes, trivia, belly flop contest, karaoke, there's dances going on. There's always something to do. And in fact, you can't even do it all. It's impossible. There's so much to do. You're really just gonna have to pick and choose. Okay, so I think that covers it, deck 16, 15, and 14. 12 through 8 are cabins. We're gonna head down to deck 7. So at this point, you can access the theater on deck 6 and 7. It's right on the other side of the casino. Here they do variety shows, comedy shows, dancing. It's a nice place to be. And I can't even tell you how many bars are in this area. They're everywhere. So deck 6 has all the shopping. I tend to stay away from this area. So this is the black and white. This is probably my favorite bar on Divina. If you can't find me in 14, I'm normally here because there is always something going on.
But I feel alive with you. Take it easy on my heart, otherwise I fall apart. I'm alive with you.
Okay, let's talk about food. First of all, you're never gonna go hungry. They have an amazing buffet for breakfast, lunch, dinner, second dinner, dessert, third lunch. You can eat pretty much all times of the day at the buffet. And if you're a big kid like me, the pizza is 10 out of 10. For dinner, we went to the Black Crab. Most nights are casual, but they have a few fancier dressed nights. You can get as fancy as you like. You do you. That's what the kids say, right? But fellas, just make sure you bring one collared shirt. See, I'm wearing mine. Mine looks nice, right? And the staff there is very accommodating if you have food allergies or if you're a vegan. Ooh, so now for drinks. You can order any drink off the menu with the Easy Plus package up to $9. In fact, I can't imagine paying extra for the premium package unless you wanted a really specific top shelf liquor or wine. And if they ran out of something, they'd always upgrade you to top shelf anyway for free. Final thoughts on food, I thought it was fantastic, but I did meet some people on the ship that said it was lacking compared to other cruise lines. This is my first cruise, so I have no comparison to draw on. I thought it was great. So what'd you think of the crew?
Oh, the crew were phenomenal. They absolutely made the cruise. They were always kind and helpful and just always had a smile on their face. We are at Ocean Key, which is MSC's private island here in the Bahamas. Let's go check it out. The great thing about Ocean Key is that our food and drink package works here. They put on lunch for us at the Seekers restaurant, and there's food trucks throughout where everything is included. There's bars throughout the island that are all included in our package. You can always book excursions, swimming with dolphins, really whatever you want to do. But there's also a lot of free activities that MSC puts on as well. You know, they have volleyball, they have the live music, they have activities for the kids. When you come here, it has its own daily schedule. Ooh, they have banana bread too. It looks delicious. Burger? It looks delicious. I have pork ribs and mahi, a burger, cookies and fruit.
From Kenya to 5.
So the buffet restaurant is only open for normal lunchtime hours, I think maybe 12 to 2:30. And the beach shacks, I think they're kind of open when the island is open. So you can swim all around the island. A few good places are the Lagoon, South Beach, North Beach, or Lighthouse Bay. Now they do a light show at night if you're here then, and you can also see the light show from the top of the ship. Oh, so the island is not very big. It's pretty walkable, but they also have a shuttle available. So on the island, they have beach chairs everywhere. You can also rent an umbrella if you want, and they have cabanas for rent if you really want to experience some beach luxury. You can get a guided tour at the lighthouse and go up to the top, and they tell you about the island. It's $15, but we're not gonna do it. We just boarded and we are in Costa Maya, Mexico. This is our first stop outside of MSC's island, so we are so excited to go check it out here in Mexico.
You gonna make me famous? Johnny.
Johnny, he's
Where
gonna
you
be
from?
famous. Kentucky.
Really? Do you
Like-
know Faya Timon?
Just clean the muscles around the eye.
Okay.
You heard about it?
You're taking my makeup off.
The face, don't smile. Don't smile.
Okay.
Which one? I don't know, it looks the same.
Do you see a difference?
It's called Leo.
This ritual is known as Totanaku or Totanaka. The Totonacu people were mainly farmers.
75 feet.
But they were
up.
also excellent mathematicians. Originally, the flyer's outfit were costumes elaborated with bird feathers. Due to the conquest, the attire has been changing because of the Spanish influence. The white outfit is a combination of the colors represented in nature.
Costa Maya is pretty cool. It's very tight. We feel like we're confined in this little section, you know, where they want us to be. So there's shops and restaurants and performers. You know, you saw the swinging guys. Behind us, there is a pool bar. I've never been to one.
Trying to find out how to get up to the bridge and go walking around the park. And it's $12 to walk on the bridge. So I finally found my way out of here. You gotta get a taxi and then you can go to the beach. But they're all right there. But we went to a lot of beaches in Costa Rica. I think I'm just gonna go back to the boat and get a beer because it's included in my ticket. What is up, everybody? So today we are in Cozumel, Mexico. We just ported, so I think that we're gonna get a taxi today and we're gonna get out of these tourist hotspots because yesterday we just stayed in the little community that they kept you in and things were so expensive. I was really scared of going on a cruise. I got seasick when I went snorkeling in Cancun years ago and I didn't know how I felt about that or being on the water or if the ship was going to be really crowded. That worried me too. But it's not. You might have, you know, thousands of people on a ship, but this thing is humongous. It's so big that you'll run into some of the same people. You'll hang out in the same spots, but then you'll see people that you've never seen before on this boat. It's enormous. So the things that I was afraid about turned out not to be a big deal at all. I don't think so. Hola.
I am all done. We are so excited to be here in Cozumel. That's how I say it, right?
So we've been here for a few minutes and Cozumel is already so much different than Costa Maya. Costa Maya, they kind of trapped you in this little tourist box, and here it's like you're right in downtown. We're just walking around downtown right now, taking in some places, just taking it all in and seeing the city, and then we're gonna get a taxi cab and go check out a Mayan ruin. Look at that. We are on our way to the Mayan ruins. Okay, so we got our taxi cab. We paid $40 for her to bring us here.
It was quite the haul too. I don't know, we drove 20 minutes, maybe 25.
But she's gonna wait an hour and a half until we're done with our tour. And she gave us bottled waters and stuff and bug spray.
Watch your tip.
So the Mayan ruins segment doesn't have enough footage for any of these shots to tell a story. And it's disappointing, but they had some strict rules about having cameras on site. But our entire day was wrapped around going to these ruins in Cozumel, so I don't want to cut the footage either. So I'm going to give you a little bit of the background of what I learned through our tour guide when we visited the ruins. So we went to the San Gervasio site, and this was a sacred site to the Mayans. It was like Mecca for the Muslims, or Rome to Catholics. Every woman in the Mayan culture would try to come here at least once in their lives, traveling mostly by foot across this great empire, and boarding a canoe and sailing across the sea to come to this site and make offerings to the goddess of fertility. And if you were a royal, you might have given birth here too. So we hired a tour guide for $20, and I cannot recommend this enough because there is no signage at this site. Nothing would have any meaning. It would look like just a bunch of rubble. And if I learned just one thing, it's that everything the Mayans did had meaning. Everything had meaning, from the number of pillars used in a building to star alignments and the number of steps used for a structure, the physical orientation of an object. Everything was precisely thought out.
All the math behind it, you know, and the symbolism and what it means. And
It was fun.
so cool.
It was fun. So our MSC cruise has been fantastic, but the people on the ship make it that much better. We met some entertainers, Donovan and Sonny, and we're docked here in Nassau, and they're gonna show us around. Let's go. There's a lot of people. We're docked with 2 other ships.
Here in Nassau, there's a lot of stores that say mask is required, and they mean it. Out of all our travels, this is the first time we've had a mask required.
It feels so strange wearing a mask. I've not worn a mask in for so long. Nassau!
Guys. It's the cheapest supermarket you will get in town, well, tourist town.
Nice.
Downtown you'll get probably cheaper than.
Dunkin' Donuts. They're everywhere.
They brought us to this amazing beach. Look at this. It is popping here. There's chairs, there's little bars. Lots going on. The water looks beautiful.
Cheers. To new friends.
Cheers.
Hey, you like that, right?
It is gorgeous. I've never seen anything like it. The stairs just sparkle. I feel like Cinderella here.
Marilyn Monroe. Nice legs. It's $7. I can't get over it. I'm gonna keep talking about it. I feel so lucky. Like, I get to come here and this is my life. I get to experience this.